On the news tonight, Anambra State government seals off fake drug production factory at Umoji. Passan Ojukwu University Igbariam holds symposium, presents award. Nigeria, UN push for stronger social protection to fight poverty. Iran threatens war if Israel attacks Lebanon. Before the news in detail, here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good evening, and glad to have you join us on the news tonight. My name is Maureen Stone Enujoke. The Operation Clean and Healthy Anambra Ocha Brigade Task Force team has arrested 6 persons operating a suspected fake drug production factory. The factory, which was uncovered in Umoji, Idembili North Council area, was sealed during the raid, in which the owner of the factory, one Mrs. Chinwendu Chukura, was also arrested. Correspondent Chibuzo Obidike filed the report.
Mrs. Chukura was apprehended for manufacturing, packaging, distributing and selling a range of substandard and counterfeit paracetamol and flagyl products. Reacting to the development, the managing director of Ocha Brigade, Comrade Celestine Anere, said that the agency, while carrying out their daily routine, stumbled on the fake drug factory and upon investigation found out that the company has existed for years and has been selling the fake drugs across the state. According to him, the facility has been sealed off until further notice, as investigations continue by the State Ministry of Health and the National Agency for Food and Drugs Administration and Control, NAFDAC, on the drugs and license for the factory, pointing out that the hygienic environment of the area is condemnable for producing of drugs.
The solution government is really against people trying to manufacture fake drugs, whereby people who are in need of these drugs continue drinking them and don't get better. Some of the things we do is also to make sure that anytime we come across this information, we arrest them and hand them over to Ministry of Health and NAFDAC, as the case may be.
Meanwhile, the Ocha Brigade boss has revealed that the agency has also arrested individuals who are bent on destroying newly constructed roads and drainages by constructing culverts without approval and supervision by the State Ministry of Works, which consequently destroy the roads. He noted that such attitudes endanger the lifespan of the roads, creates room for destruction by flood, which has currently reduced due to the efforts of the Soludo administration, and warned that anyone caught trespassing into any sealed-off area or facility will be arrested and prosecuted accordingly.
So the law is very simple. Don't build anything on drainages. Make sure that all the drainages are desilted and evacuated. It's an ongoing. You can see the few rains now. There's no massive flooding. Is due to the efforts and Mr. Governor's interest in making sure that Anambra State is free from flooding by desilting the gutter. So we'll continue to do that. And
the enforcement team of Ocha Brigade also sealed off a building constructed on the waterways at Bishop Plaza, Marine Modern Market, Onitsha, and arrested individuals for trespassing into sealed premises on Niger Street, Onitsha.
Public administrators are extremely important in correcting anomalies in today's society. This notion took the center stage as Public Administration Students Association of Nigeria, PASAN, Chukwuemeka Odumegwu Ojukwu University held its symposium and award presentation ceremony. We have the details.
Public Administration Hall of Ojukwu University, Igbariam, has as its theme role of an administrator in today's society, prospects, challenges, and way forward. The chairman on the occasion and member representing Anocha 2 constituency in the Anambra State House of Assembly, Honorable Ejiko Kechukwu, told the students that they are in school to get the requisite knowledge that will help them to diversify in future wherever they find themselves. He advised them that as they study public administration, they should also endeavor to acquire sustainable skills, as governments cannot employ everyone.
While you are studying to become public administrators, consider the public you are going to administer after graduation. Begin now to learn a skill, a different skill that will sustain you.
the Permanent Secretary, Public Service Manpower Development and Service Welfare, Office of the Head of Service, Oka, Pastor Adebayo Ojeyinka, in his lecture noted that administrators are the backbone of public and private organizations who play a crucial role in shaping the society's future, as they are in a better position to use their creativity to correct whatever moral decadence that are found in the society. He stressed that for the students to excel as administrators, they must develop basic skills, prioritize ethics, have ability to think and perform, and lead a transformational experience that transforms others. As well, know that there is an opportunity for continuous learning, reminding them that they should remember that their role is not only about managing resources, but for positive change to create a better future for everybody. Another guest speaker, Engineer Martin Abwili, represented by Mr. Chukwuemeka Opago, in his lecture titled Career Leadership and Youth Management, said that career leadership is providing guidance, inspiration, mentorship to students as they navigate their career path, noting that as they want to be public administrators, they must pay attention to the rudiments of public administration. The head of Department Public Administration, Ojukwu Varsity, Professor Ego Dike, expressed deep gratitude to God for making the event a reality, noting that the essence of the event was to gather administrators to talk to students for them to know that what they are being taught in the classroom is in the world, and as they learn from these practitioners, they are equipped for the future. The departmental advisor, Mr. Mbanefo Obioma, said the symposium and award presentation is part of the activities lined up for the Student Week, where they brought experts to speak to the students, and appreciated the Vice Chancellor of the University, Professor Kate Omenora, and all that contributed to make the day great. Presentation of awards, crowning of the Face of Pasan 2024, and musical interlude added color to the event.
The buildings, including a hotel located at Anambra State Airport Road, Ifitenteje, worth billions of naira, have been destroyed by a group suspected to be executive members of Ifitenteje Development Union, while one of the victims of the act, Mr. Malaki Ochukwu, who is the owner of the demolished hotel, committed suicide. We have the details from our studio.
70 groups under the umbrella of Amalgamated Landlord Association acquired the vast land occupying strategic position along the airport road, and most of the buildings destroyed were at various stages of completion. In his reaction, the secretary of Ifitenteje Land Management Committee, Barrister Ngoesi Okechukwu, said that the estate developers followed the right protocol in the acquisition of the land from Ifitenteje. According to him, he was in Abuja and heard about the protests organized by the opposition, who are claiming to be executive members of Ifitenteje Development Union, same group that claim that they have abolished the Ifitenteje Land Management Committee and revoked the land sold to the Amalgamated Landlords Association. He noted that the Ifitenteje Land Management Committee is a body consulted by the community with power of attorney, and that the court has taken judicial notice of the Land Management Committee as representative of Ifitenteje in so many cases, securing judgment for the entire Nteje community.
The estate developers came to Ifitenteje genuinely, don't have any problems, and when they were purchasing this land, these people that are possessing, we are the people that sold to them.
The chairman of Amalgamated Landlords Association, Chief Patrick Madebuna, said that they came together as a group to buy land from Ifitenteje people, and that the sellers of the land have since refused to hand over their land to them. Instead, many buildings were destroyed in an attempt to erect structures in the place by the developers.
nwoke na-akpọ Chief Michael Nwakalọ bụ onye na-esupasidi ya ife niile na-akwafa fe ekwe na ekwe.
In his speech, the secretary of Divine Heaven Amalgamated Landlord Association, Mr. Nwako Maduka, said that the landlords paid all the required fees, including development levy, to the town union, and all the documents signed by the same people trying to revoke the land sold to them genuinely, and appealed to the state governor, Professor Chukwuma Soludo, to come to their rescue to avoid total breakdown of law and order in the state. While Mrs. Miriam Ijoma, a civil servant, expressed regret that her entire savings for life was used in acquiring the land. The chairman of Ifitenteje Land Management Committee, Chief Ikechukwu Erikife, said that some young men who sold their plots of land are now making effort to sell the same land for a second time, adding that land grabbing is the source of the confusion in Ifitenteje. The protesters who were demanding for their land carried placards with various inscriptions saying that they cannot afford to buy the land for a second time from the same persons who sold the land to them.
Sports ambassador to Nigeria on rugby, Princess Alban Ugonweze Agugo, has celebrated her achievements in the sports sector. The event held in Oka, the Anambra State capital, was chaired by Engineer Arinze Ayadiegu. It featured unveiling of magazine and had in attendance members of Adazin Nuku community led by the President General, Engineer Cyril Aneto. Correspondent Joseph Ebocha now reports.
King, a chieftain of the Labour Party in the state, Dr. Valentine Ozibo, who called on government at all levels to pay more attention to sports, technology and entertainment in order to meaningfully engage the youth, also enjoined the youth and Indian Anambra to be proud of the celebrant.
And areas that when we focus on will take us exactly where we want to go. So that's why I am pushing for every government, whether it's national, whether it's subnational, to focus on this.
Immediate past Transition Committee Chairman of Anosha Local Government Area and National Convener, Great Soludo Petroids in Anambra, Mr. Gerald Ozo, who recalled how the celebrant organized Anosha Marathon sometime in the past as special advisor to the local government on youth and sports development, said she has been an inspiration to the youth.
Before I became the chairman, she has been doing sporting programs and empowering the youth. She has been an inspiration to the youth, and that's why I'm here today to support what she's doing.
President General of Adazin Nuku Town Development Union, Engineer Neto, said the celebrant has remained committed and consistent in nurturing talents and equipping young ones in the community with skills and encourage youth to engage in sports for all-round well-being. Earlier, the chairman of the occasion, Engineer Anya Diegu, encouraged people to have interest in sports because it is one of the best ways of improving one's health conditions. In her remark, the Adazin Nuku Anambra-born rugby star, Princess Alban, who recalled her journey into fame in sports, urged youth to be inspired by her success stories. Princess Alban, who is a member of Nigeria Olympic Committee and proprietor of Princess Alban Sports and Youth Development Academy, among others, says she is into grassroots sports development and encouraged the state to do more to encourage youth participation in sports.
I imbibe skill acquisition into sporting because I really want my players. I have a lot of players and most of them they've benefited in one way or the other through my skill acquisition programs. So it's a way to encourage youth outside sports.
The chairperson, Nigeria Olympic Committee Women Commission, Professor Florence Adeyanju, and Chief Mrs. Ngozi Obikwelo were among those that attended the event. In Oka, Joseph Ebocha reporting for ABS News.
On the news, Nigeria, UN push for stronger social protection to fight poverty. Iran threatens war if Israel attacks Lebanon. Here is a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. A commercial break beckons. Stay with us.
In a world hungry for goodness, with a splash of Golden Terra oil, a mom can transform a frown into a smile. Make a lunch hour a happy hour. Change no thanks into yes please. Provide care when our nearest and dearest needs it most. And resolve family feuds without blowing a whistle. Providing tasty, nourishing family meals is all that matters. The world needs moms because where there are moms, there is hope, happiness, and love. Golden Terra Oil, or pure love.
Welcome back. The federal government has, in collaboration with the United Nations Children's Fund and development partners, emphasized the critical need to strengthen the social protection system to address growing poverty. This was contained in a communique issued and endorsed by UNICEF representative Christine Mundate. EU Ambassador in Nigeria, Samuela Isopi, and Nigeria's Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edu, at the end of the third edition of the Social Protection Cross-Learning Summit held in Abuja. According to the communique, Nigeria, the most populous country in Africa, faces significant challenges in human capital development and deprivations in health, education, nutrition, water, hygiene, sanitation, and child protection. He noted that the situation underscores the urgency for comprehensive and effective social protection strategies. According to the communique, in response to these challenges, the government of Nigeria introduced a cash transfer program providing 25,000 naira over a 3-month period to poor and vulnerable households. This initiative aims to alleviate immediate economic pressures and mitigate the socio-economic impact of recent economic reforms. Earlier in his address, Minister Edu emphasized the importance of integrated social protection systems, adding that Nigeria is committed to ensuring access to social protection for all and removing the barriers that people face in accessing these services. On her part, UNICEF representative in Nigeria, Mundate, on behalf of the Social Protection Development Partners Group, stated that social protection is crucial in realizing the rights of every child and noted that child-sensitive social protection is key to ensuring that every child reaches their full potential. Iran has Saturday warned that all resistance fronts, a grouping of Iran and its regional allies, would confront Israel if it attacked Lebanon. The comment from Iran's mission to New York comes with fears of a wider regional war involving Israel and Lebanon's Iran-backed Hezbollah movement. The two sides have engaged in near daily exchanges of fire since the war in Gaza began. Such exchanges have escalated this month alongside bellicose rhetoric from both sides. Israel's military said plans for a Lebanon offensive had been approved and validated, prompting Hezbollah to respond that none of Israel would be spared in a full-blown conflict. According to the reports, the war in Gaza began when Hamas Palestinian militants attacked southern Israel, while Iran, which backs Hamas, has praised the attack as a success but has denied any involvement. Alongside Hezbollah's attacks on northern Israel, Iran-backed rebels in Yemen have repeatedly struck commercial ships in the Red Sea area in what they say are acts of solidarity with the Palestinians. In our sports, Nigeria's Emeka Nwokolo has captured the vacant WBA North American Boxing Association Super Welterweight and Universal Boxing Organization World Super Welterweight belts after defeating Colombia's Giovanni Barraza in Manchester, New Hampshire. The fight headlined the Down and Dirty 10 event, a show promoted by Reyes Boxing in the USA. Nwokolo scored a comprehensive win with judges' scores of 120-108, 120-108, and 118-110, showcasing his dominance and superiority despite Barraza's bravery and drive. The 31-year-old son of Nigerian boxing legend Charles Nwokolo is enjoying a remarkable phase in his career, achieving his 6th consecutive victory. This win adds the NABA regional belt and the UBO world title to his collection, paving the way for more significant opportunities ahead. The Nigerian now boasts a record of 13 wins, 1 loss, and 11 knockouts. Barraza's record stands at 23 wins, 4 losses, and 15 knockouts. With this latest triumph, Nwokolo continues to solidify his position as a formidable force in the super welterweight division. Remember that you can follow news and programs on ABS from many parts of the world by liking our Facebook page, follow us at Anambra Broadcasting Service, subscribe to our YouTube at youtube.com/ABS Television Oka, and on Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log onto our website at www.absradiotv.com. And now a recap of the main points. Anambra State government has sealed off fake drug production factory at Umoji. Passan Ojukwu University Iwariam has held symposium and award presentation. Nigeria, UN have pushed for stronger social protection to fight poverty. And on the foreign scene, Iran has threatened war if Israel attacks Lebanon. To end the news, the special message again. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let us give him maximum support for the task ahead. And that does it on the news for tonight. Thank you so very much for watching. My name is Maureen Stone Enujoke Kachifo.